And welcome, everybody, into another edition, the playoff edition of Tiger Talk here. We're live from Melvyn's restaurant, as we have been every Wednesday night during football season. I'm Stewart Shelby, joined by Neville head football coach Jeff Tannehill. And, Coach, about ready to get things going here in the playoffs here. Hadn't played in a couple weeks.
Well, it's finally here. You know, we've been preparing for this for almost 3 weeks now. So, we'll go into this game 20 days off and try to knock the little rust off as we get ready to prepare for these East Ascension Spartans.
Yeah, East Ascension coming to town. Going to be at Bill Rupel Friday night at 7 o'clock. Tickets were on sale today from 3 to 6. They'll be on sale tomorrow from 3 to 6 as well at the ticket office at Bill Rupel Stadium. You need to go get them. Really wanting to pack the house this Friday night. This is a different playoff scenario than it has been in the past couple of years. So Tiger fans really need to step up here. I don't know if we'll talk about
they can delay that trip to the camp, till Saturday morning or late Friday night. And, LSU plays afternoon game, I think. And
it's UAB.
Yeah, well, hey, I'm not going to doubt anybody. I'm just saying.
I'm telling you.
But so everybody can kind of show up Friday night and support these young men and as they prepare for this for a long time.
Well, you definitely have. This is the start of the postseason for the Tigers. We're going to get into that matchup here later on in the show. Second segment, we're going to be joined by Gridiron Football's Jace LeJeune, as he was covering the East Ascension West Washita game last week. We're looking forward to talking to him. That'll be in segment number 2. We also have Frank Mansfield and Devin Bell that we're going to be talking with in segment number 3. And in segment number 4, we'll bring Coach back to really break down this matchup against the Spartans from East Ascension. And we do have some highlights from last Friday night's contest between EA and WO. So stick with us. We got a good show here.
Oh, yeah.
We hadn't played football in 20 days. We got a lot going on. But before we get into the brackets, there was football played last Friday. The Tigers had a bye, but we can't get going with that without thanking our good sponsors there at Sleepy Hollow Furniture for the set decorations that we have here. We got this nice patio furniture. We might just have to take this home with us.
Probably going to Pinehurst Drive at some point.
That's right. I'm sure. I know Nicole's been eyeing it ever since we hauled it in here. So thanks to the folks there at the corner of 9th and Louisville in Monroe. Go check them out for all your indoor and outdoor furniture needs. All right, Coach. So I know you guys went down and watched the East Ascension West Washita game. You had a couple down there spread out throughout the state. It's kind of what you do. Yeah, it's been a while, really never, that the first round of the playoffs we've had a bye.
Yeah, I don't recollect any of that.
It may have happened way back, but not before our time.
Yeah.
But you go down there and you guys watch the East Ascension game. But let's talk about, before we get there, as I believe Will's got some of these brackets going around. Let's talk about what happened around the state. The byes were the number 1 seed Ruston, the Tigers the 2 seed, and then the 3 seed Destrehan had byes, as well as the 4 seed. That was Southside out of Lafayette. So we'll start up in that Ruston bracket. This is the opposite side of the bracket from the Tigers. You see Ruston had the bye, and then Washita went down to Hahnville and came out with an impressive victory.
Yeah, they came back in the second half and won that football game. Coach Garvin got those guys going, and they'll go back for a rematch over at Ruston this week.
Yeah, exactly. Washita and Ruston, that's a big matchup, a rematch from District 2-5A. You go a little bit further down that bracket. Paired with that Ruston-Washita winner will be Denham Springs and Benton. Denham Springs beat Covington 39-6, and Benton with a decisive win over Ponchatoula 41-7.
And that Benton win, Ponchatoula was defending state runner-up last year and had a really good team, and Benton has scored a lot of points this year. So, not surprised they scored a lot of points. I just didn't know if that would be a big spread like that.
And speaking of rematches, Zachary and West Monroe getting together in the second round. Zachary a 42-7 winner over St. Amant, and the Rebels took care of the Chalmette Owls 45-6.
Yeah, Coach has got them going over there. Coach Arledge over there, and they've really played well the last 4 or 5 weeks of the season.
And you round out that the bottom half of that bracket. North Shore beat Salmon 21-14. Southside had the bye, so it's North Shore traveling to Lafayette to take on the Southside Sharks. That rounds out the top half of that Division I non-select bracket.
Right.
Will, do you have any thoughts from the top half of that? I mean, as you broke down everything to get us to this bracket.
Yep. Annie, you were pretty much dead on most of it.
Nothing surprised me. The only thing that surprised me was Benton holding Ponchatoula to 7 points.
Yeah. And the East St. John game with Walker was a really close game.
That game, I think Walker scored late. East St. John came back and won on a game-winning field goal in that game.
Oh, wow.
As we're looking at that side of the bracket there, you see Destrehan at the top there with the bye. They're going to face Dutchtown, the district champ with EA. They beat East Ascension there in the last game of the regular season. Yeah. They're a 42-8 winner over Parkway. Mm-hmm. Parkway was a team that was putting up a lot of points, and that was an impressive victory defensively there from the Dutchtown Griffins.
And, and Halton on that bottom game down there, Halton won 36-26 where they had previously lost to Airline before.
Exactly.
I was heard this, it might have been Will told me this, Halton got their quarterback back. He didn't play the last 3 games of the season or something.
I believe so. Or the first time that they played Airline, he didn't play in that one. But Airline, the 6th seed goes down. That was really the only upset there on that top half of the Destrehan side of the bracket. And East St. John, like Will said, came out with that 29-28 victory. And East St. John has to travel up to Halton because they went to Airline. I mean, that's kind of one of those deals. Airline and Halton, that wasn't a very big travel game for Halton, just going right down I-20. Yeah. And then now East St. John's having to come all the way up from South Louisiana to Halton. That'll be one to watch.
It's all the way across the state. East St. John's, aren't they close to New Orleans?
Yeah, near Reserve.
Yeah. That's further than New Orleans.
Yeah. The one thing that sucks about this bracket, not bracket, but just the situation is now these 27, 28 teams can host games, but if you're a 17 seed like Ouachita, you got to travel to Ruston since they had the bye.
Yeah.
That's the tough situation of where you're at.
Right.
Exactly.
They go that far and win a ball game.
Yeah, on the road.
Well,
you travel to New Orleans and you still have to travel next week even though you won as a lower seed.
Yeah, well, that bye rule has been in the books for a long time.
Yeah, it's mostly been there in the select divisions, I guess.
Right. Well, I mean, it's as far as the LHSA
and the lower classifications where they had.
It's in softball, baseball too.
Oh yeah,
I've had a bye in softball playoffs before.
But now they've changed it in those sports where higher seed hosts.
Right. Yeah, they do
the whole time now.
It used to be just regular playoff rules.
Oh yeah.
Like you could, if you had a bye and then your first round, you might have to be on the road. But now it's that first. If you have a bye, you're guaranteed that first round home playoff game. Okay, now moving into the Neville portion of the bracket. You see there at the top, you got Slidell.
Yeah, that was a rematch.
Took care of Hammond, 55-22. They're going to host Westgate, last year's 4A state champions, coming in with a 35-14 win over Belle Chase.
Another 4A team.
Exactly. This is the way it
There's
goes.
3 of them up there, and 2 of them played each other.
So Westgate takes care of Belle Chase. They're on the road to Slidell, and we see get down here. East Ascension shuts out West Ouachita 37-0. That was at East Ascension.
The pit.
Right there, and Neville had the bye, and that is where we sit right now with East Ascension. The Spartans traveling to Bill Ruppel Stadium this Friday, and kind of breaks down the whole bracket. And the only upset was Houghton over Airline in that in the first round of the playoffs. They're in Division I non-select, and it's kind of
Ouachita.
Well, Ouachita.
But was that 16-17?
There you go. Ouachita and Hahnville were 16-17. But, okay, sorry. 2. As far as the bracket goes, upsets. With Ouachita going down to Hahnville. And that was a tight game as Ouachita pulled away late. So
Ouachita was behind, I think, 14 points.
They were down, 21-13.
21-13.
Came back in the second half.
Yeah.
They had some key stops in that game, and Chunky
We were
Lewis.
watching. I was watching it at the hunting camp right there, and there Chunky Lewis was
listened
at
to
running
him.
back from there, and I think they were trying to use Sermons there in the slot at that Washita game, but Chunky had a big game, and but they got the rematch with Ruston a couple of weeks ago. Ruston really just took care of them.
Yeah.
From my scouting report from EA, I just want to tell you, they do not have the net on Burnside.
On Burnside Avenue?
They said, I think the Storm took it down.
Oh,
really?
They have it on the other side, but not on the road side.
And not on the road side?
Yeah.
They were kicking it right in. I think it hit a car once.
Yeah. If they, East Ascension, nice complex down there that they had, and it's a very impressive complex in Ascension Parish, and what they've. Last time I was down there was in 1991, and I believe the last time we played East Ascension.
Oh, really?
In the semifinals, and that was
1991.
Yeah, 91.
The semifinals.
The semifinals, and
that
was a tight
34-27.
You know who the coach was for East Ascension? Was Barrett Murphy.
We saw that video this morning.
Did you have that video? You don't have to put
we
it
do
on.
have we do have the video.
Yeah.
It was the coach's interview
after the game
of Coach Murphy. As
what
a lot
what
of
a
people,
great guy, man.
Yeah, he is, and that was a heck of a football game. That was a heck of a playoff run. Tigers got to the state championship game that year, ended up losing in that game, the 91 and 92. But that was, I believe, the year that you played Catholic in Memorial or down there in Baton Rouge, and then went to East Ascension there for the semifinals. And a late fumble by the Tigers, and then a late fumble by East Ascension allowed the Tigers to come back and score right there at the end of that game. That was a heck of a game. Mm-hmm. And it was, like I said, they just opened the brand new Taco Bell there on Burnside.
we got to see it.
Y'all saw it. I saw it. I asked you about that. But, I know you were only focused on that East Ascension West Washita game, but anything stood out for you in there that first round?
I just, if we win, we'll either host Slidell or go to Westgate. So, if you have to make that trip, you have to kind of have plans a couple of weeks in advance. But, you don't have plans. They're kind of slid over to the side and just in case, But, definitely don't ever look past the team playing right now by any means. But, you're going to have to travel if Westgate wins and you get Slidell at home.
Exactly.
If they win. So, we're ready to play Friday night. Definitely looking for somebody else to hit besides us. I can tell you that.
Yeah, I know. The practice has against yourself it's literally been almost it'll be 20 days.
20 days
since you played football when you kick off on Friday. Mm-hmm. And we're going to get into that a little bit here later on. I know that's not the ideal situation going into this season. You scheduled the Week 9 bye, or the Week 10 bye, rather.
Yeah, we
drew it, but that's part of it. You can get a bye right there, and you can choose to fill it. It's for years it's been hard to fill schedule spots.
For years and years we've had Week 10 off. That's always been our bye. So, just as far as that goes, there's not a whole lot you can do about it when, they changed the brackets and all that stuff, and who knew we were going to be in the top four,
exactly
seeds anyway.
You can't plan for that.
Yeah, which I'm
have
glad we're there.
Yes,
but you never know. It depends on how your schedule plays out and everything else. So, just one of those things that happens, and I don't think we could have done any better planning than what we've done. I mean, we kept the kids sharp. We've really worked hard at little things, and just tried to make sure we fixed anything that was wrong beforehand. And after 2.5 weeks, we better have it lined out.
Yeah,
for Friday.
For Friday. All right. Well, that gives you a look at the Division I non-select bracket and how the Tigers sit in it. Tigers looking for their first game here in the bi-district round versus East Ascension. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we will welcome Jace LeJeune from Gridiron Football as we continue our discussion on the East Ascension Spartans. So stay tuned for that. Thanks to Melvyn's and everybody that's come out here tonight. We look forward to continuing a great show here for you tonight. So stay tuned for that. We'll be back after this.
Sleepy Hollow Furniture and the Falk family proudly support our Neville Tigers. Just like the wide variety of athletics and academics Neville excels in, Sleepy Hollow offers your premium mattresses and adjustable bases, every kind of home furniture, and just in time for your favorite season, quality in-stock patio furniture ready for the big game. Come shop your Neville Tiger family at Sleepy Hollow Furniture.
Call David's Mobile Detail and Power Wash for all your detailing and power washing needs and soft washing capabilities too. They detail cars, trucks, ATVs, UTVs, boats, and even planes. They offer commercial and residential hot water power washing on nearly all surfaces including concrete, wood, and stucco. Give them a call 547-3233 or visit them online at davidsmobiledetail.com or stop by 2501 Washington Street in Monroe. David's Mobile Detail and Wash, proud supporter of Neville Tiger football. Being a strong team means accomplishing great things by working together. Being a Neville Tiger means striving for excellence in all things. Origin Bank and Neville High School share a long history of making a difference in our community. Together with the Food Bank of Northeast Louisiana, we're able to provide meals to children, families, and seniors facing hunger in Northeast Louisiana. Origin Bank and Neville Tiger football, always a winning combination. Origin Bank, member FDIC.
Hey Neville Tiger Nation, this season if you find yourself feeling a little under the weather, visit Go Family Health on North 18th Street. They cover flu shots, sports physicals, sick visits, annual visits, or if nothing is wrong, they can do your regular checkup. Go Family Health has a happy staff, clean office, and they can take care of all your family's health care needs.
This is Tiffany Terra with Go Family Health. We love our Neville Tigers, and we want to thank all of Neville Nation for always supporting Go Family Health.
Do you suffer from frequent back or neck pain? Were you in an accident and can't get rid of those constant aches? Maybe you're someone who deals with chronic migraines and tension headaches. It might be time to see how Martinez Chiropractic can help you. The goal of Martinez Chiropractic is to reduce or eliminate pain in just a few sessions using the latest in chiropractic technology. Don't suffer in pain another day. Call Martinez Chiropractic today at 318-654-4310 or see them in person, 1828 Tower Drive in Monroe.
Mama DeLuca's pizzas are custom made, fresh to order right in front of you. We offer 3 different sizes of pizzas, 9, 12, or 14 inch. Mama DeLuca's pizza is prepared to your order. The pizza cooks in less than 3 minutes. We have 16 different toppings to choose from, 8 unique sauces to complete your pizza. In addition to pizzas, we offer to our customers boneless wings with your choice of a dipping sauce. Mama DeLuca's Pizza offers delicious garlic Parmesan breadstick, freshly made to order pasta noodles. We're Mama DeLuca's Pizza in the subway on Lammy Lane, and we hope to see you soon.
Winning is synonymous with Neville High School and Williams Orthodontics. Where the Neville Nation strives to finish strong on the field, court, or diamond, Dr. Kevin Williams and his staff share the same passion to deliver outstanding smiles to all patients in North Louisiana and South Arkansas. If you or anyone in your family are needing an orthodontic consultation, call the friendly staff at Williams Orthodontics to schedule an appointment so you too can be on the road to a winning smile. Williams Orthodontics says, "Go Tigers."
Here at Parker Alexander, we obtain justice for those who've been injured due to the negligence of others. Whether that's in a car accident, a truck accident, wrongful death, we also make our community safer. We hold violators accountable.
And welcome back, everybody, as we're in segment 2 here on Tiger Talk. Stewart Shelby, Coach Jeff Tannehill here with you. And, Coach, we're now going to be joined by Jace LeJeune from Gridiron Football down there in Baton Rouge area. And, Jace, man, welcome to Tiger Talk. We're really glad that you're able to join us here tonight.
Well, I'm Stewart, and I know that you and Coach Tannehill are really itching to go back on the football field. I know it's been a couple weeks for y'all.
Jace, if you can hear us.
I think it is coming through. We got some audio that we've got to, in here on the mix. Give us just one second.
First time we've done this, Jace.
Oh, God. Okay. Can y'all hear me now?
What is it? Mix?
The return output on.
Try it now.
All right, Jace, try us now.
Can y'all hear me now?
Nope.
Can y'all hear me now?
we can hear you going out, but we can't hear this. Hold on just 1 second. Hey, try the output on the computer to come back to us. That's what it is. But just bear with us here. We're always trying some new stuff, man, as we try to get things going here. But there it is, right there. All right.
Okay.
Yeah, now I can hear you, Jace. All right, cool, man. All right, so welcome, Jace, to Tiger Talk. We're glad that you've taken some time out to talk to us. But you were at the East Ascension West Washita game. Give us your overall opinion of East Ascension as far as playoff time and maybe run down their season for us.
Sure, Stewart, and I appreciate you and Coach Tannehill for having me on. It's always a pleasure to talk to y'all guys, and like I was trying to talk to y'all earlier about it, but I'm sure y'all itching to get back on the football field after a couple of weeks off. But yeah, I got a chance on Friday to see East Ascension play, and usually my role with Gridiron Football, I cover obviously LSU football and high school football for them, but also call some games for Episcopal. So whenever they're off and they have a bye week or they're just off for that day, I get a chance to go see some of the other local action. And it turns out with Episcopal having a bye in their playoff bracket, I got to see East Ascension play. And in that game, East Ascension won 37-0. It was really impressive performance. It was really about East Ascension offensively. With East Ascension over the last couple of years with Darnell Lee, they've always been big. They've always been physical. They always had really good athletes, and that's what the case was. So they were physical up front on the offensive line, and they got some pretty good running backs too. Now, one of their running backs is Antoine Foster, who's actually played some quarterback for them for the East Ascension Spartans. The other guys who's been playing quarterback for him has been Darnell Lee's son, Jalen Lee. And he actually got banged up a little bit in the game, and Antoine actually had to finish the rest of the football game as the starting quarterback. But he's a physical, he's built like a football player. He's a really good running quarterback. And then also there's their running back, Walter Samuel. He's a very good one. He's very explosive. He's committed to the Tulane Green Wave right now at running back, and the Tulane Green Wave has himself a really good one in the backfield. In the future, Tulane Green Wave running back. And then defensively, they did an excellent job of turning the football over. They forced West Washita had some moments where they were moving the football, but they turned the ball over 6 times in the football game, including one that was resulted for a touchdown on a fumble return in the end zone. So the running game, the physicality that East Ascension brought to West Washita, and the ability to force turnovers and make plays on defense was the key catalyst in that 37-0 win.
Yeah, Jace, I thought that was you.
Go ahead.
Yeah, Jace, we went down and watched, basically saw the same thing. Physical run game, quarterback threw the ball really well, and defensively they stoned West Washita.
Well,
I'm trying to speak with a little echo.
He came in with a really one of their best years they've had over the past 5 or 6 years. And what happened is they ran into a brick wall. I mean, you talked about the turnovers. We see the size on the defensive line from East Ascension, and it looked like once the game really set in, West Washita really couldn't do anything.
Yeah, you're right about that. You're right about that, Stewart. I mean, it was really tough sledding because they do have a really good running back in West Washita. We actually have our weekly Gridiron Football Player of the Week nominations that we do. And West Washita's running back, I think it's Antonio Ford. He's always been, on that list each and every week. And I mean, East Ascension really stopped him. I mean, they really shut him down, and really their rushing attack was really a non-factor in that game. But it just comes to show you this year, if you look at the non-district that East Ascension played at the beginning of the year, I mean, they really scheduled some of the toughest teams in the entire state. I mean, you look at their non-district schedule. They played Zachary, lost to Zachary.
Yeah.
They played Destrehan, They played Alexandria. They played De La Salle. And their only win in the first 5 games was against West Monroe. So that is a very tough 5-game non-district stretch. And that really helped them in district play as they finished the rest of the season 4-1 and was among the top of their district. But I think playing that type of schedule will help us East Ascension, especially when you're playing the likes of Neville. So I think that's what Darnell Lee really wants.
Their only, I guess, district loss was to a crosstown rival in Dutchtown, which was a classic game. Came down to, I believe it was a kick right at the last minute. So the Griffins claimed that district title. When we were doing all of our projections, we actually had EA winning that game, but Dutchtown kind of ruined that one and got that extra point with the district title.
Yeah, you're right. And Dutchtown's having a really good season under Coach Mastretta, and they've really turned it around because I believe they started the season 0-2, but really down the stretch for Dutchtown, their defense has been real outstanding for Coach Mastretta's squad. A.K. Burrell, who's a permanent commit, he's been an excellent football player, does a little bit of everything for the Griffins. And really, the defense has been the catalyst. Has been really carrying the football team, and the offense, Pearson Perron at quarterback, has really helped Dutchtown towards the stretch, especially with where their defense has played. They played 3 straight shutouts towards the end of the regular season. When your defense is playing that good, it just needs a little something offensively, and that's what Dutchtown has been able to win. You use that formula.
Yeah, I watched the Dutchtown game on film, and it was a really good matchup. Quarterback for Dutchtown, to me, was the difference maker, on offense. And, they had some really good runs with him. And I thought their offensive line blocked East Ascension pretty good, better than most of everybody else.
Yeah, you're right, Coach. And Dutchtown has a really good, big offensive line, like y'all do. I mean, I know that y'all have the LSU commit at tackle, and really Dutchtown has a big offensive line too.
Really good tight end.
Yep, really good tight end too. So, and really you have to match up physically with them because it's really hard to do because there's not a lot of teams that look like East Ascension. But if you can really make them, have to really throw the football, really force them to be one-dimensional, that's going to be a really good key to the game plan because they didn't really throw the football. They were effective throwing the football, but they weren't throwing the football like 30, 40 times in that game against West Wausau.
Right.
Hey, Jace, any thoughts on the game from down there, from the I guess the locals in the Baton Rouge area?
Oh, it should be a good one. I'm looking forward to it. We did a bracket show earlier, myself and former LSU quarterback Marcus Randall. We talked about some of these matchups, and we looked at the bracket and saw Neville East Ascension. I was like, ooh, that's definitely going to be a game that we're looking forward to seeing and how that transpires. And I know that Coach Tannehill, I know he's just itching to come back on the field. I know it's been, since week 9, Coach, since y'all played a regular season game?
Yep, week 9.
Week 9. So I know that y'all really itching to come back. And East Ascension, I think it's going to be a really good matchup for y'all on Friday night. And it should be a really good football game. I'm looking forward to see what happens.
Hey, Jace, we really appreciate you taking some time out of your day to join us here on Tiger Talk. Tell us, and our viewers and listeners out there, how people can get to you, Gridiron Football, and you're covering LSU and all kind of stuff.
Yeah, I've been very busy. I've been very busy with Gridiron Football, and I appreciate Andy Bryson for giving me the opportunity to work here at Gridiron Football, and Marcus Randall as well. It's been really fun. It's been a really fun season to cover LSU football, especially with the ups and downs that's been going on. LSU to the West, which has been pretty cool. But I write, articles pretty much daily, whether it's just LSU football or Louisiana high school football too. We got a lot of things going on at Gridiron Football right now. Every week, usually around this time, we have a player of the week in the state each and every week. I'm sure Coach Tannehill has been getting a lot of my text messages and emails about that too, about players of the week. And we also have a bracket show that we've been doing too, which will be, you can find out on our Facebook page. and our YouTube channel. You just type in Gridiron Football, and it should pop up on Facebook and YouTube. And all of our articles, all of our content. We have a live content in terms of high school football in Louisiana. We have a lot of interns that cover live games across the state. And then also LSU football. You get a lot of content from myself covering the LSU Tigers as well. You just go to gridironfootballusa.com.
Hey, Jace, appreciate your work. I read it all the time. And once again, thanks for taking that time and joining us here on Tiger Talk.
Thank you, Jace.
Well, I appreciate it, Stewart, as always, and good catching up with you as well, Coach Tannehill.
All right. Thank you, Jace.
All right, Jace LeJeune. Folks, time for a break. We'll be right back here as we have Frank Mansfield and Devin Bell set to join us here in segment 3. So stay tuned for that. You're watching Tiger Talk here on the Neville Tiger Network and listening to it on Sunny 98.3.
Call David's Mobile Detail and Power Wash for all your detailing and power washing needs and soft washing capabilities, too. They detail cars, trucks, ATVs, UTVs, boats, and even planes. They offer commercial and residential hot water power washing on nearly all surfaces, including concrete, wood, and stucco. Give them a call, 547-3233, or visit them online at davidsmobiledetail.com or stop by 2501 Washington Street in Monroe. David's Mobile Detail and Wash, proud supporter of Neville Tiger Football.
Sleepy Hollow Furniture and the Falk family proudly support our Neville Tigers. Just like the wide variety of athletics and academics Neville excels in, Sleepy Hollow offers your premium mattresses and adjustable bases. Every kind of home furniture and just in time for your favorite season. Quality in-stock patio furniture ready for the big game. Come shop your Neville Tiger family at Sleepy Hollow Furniture.
This is why I run.
Do you suffer from frequent back or neck pain? Were you in an accident and can't get rid of those constant aches? Maybe you're someone who deals with chronic migraines and tension headaches. It might be time to see how Martinez Chiropractic can help you. The goal of Martinez Chiropractic is to reduce or eliminate pain in just a few sessions using the latest in chiropractic technology. Don't suffer in pain another day. Call Martinez Chiropractic today at 318-654-4310 or see them in person, 1828 Tower Drive in Monroe.
Being a strong team means accomplishing great things by working together. Being a Neville Tiger means striving for excellence in all things. Origin Bank and Neville High School share a long history of making a difference in our community. Together with the Food Bank of Northeast Louisiana, we're able to provide meals to children, families, and seniors facing hunger in Northeast Louisiana. Origin Bank and Neville Tiger Football, always a winning combination. Origin Bank, member FDIC.
When Neville Nation craves delicious fast food, there's only one place that comes to mind: Sonic Drive-In on North 18th. Whether it's a breakfast toaster on your way to work or school, one of the many lunch combos, a mid-afternoon Route 44 cold drink, a pregame popcorn chicken, or a postgame Sonic Blast, the Sonic on North 18th Street has you covered. So drive through or park and wait for a friendly car hop today to find out why our Sonic is the Sonic on North 18th Street in Monroe. It's definitely Tiger approved.
Whether you're dining in or grabbing to go, at Nuke's, we love to share great food, to delight with new flavors, to celebrate every bite. Join us at Nuke's Eatery.
Mama DeLuca's pizzas are custom made, fresh to order right in front of you. We offer 3 different sizes of pizzas, 9, 12, or 14. Mama DeLuca's pizza is prepared to your order. The pizza cooks in less than 3 minutes. We have 16 different toppings to choose from and 8 unique sauces to complete your pizza. In addition to pizzas, we offer to our customers boneless wings with your choice of a dipping sauce. Mama DeLuca's Pizza offers delicious garlic Parmesan breadstick, freshly made to order pasta bowls. We're Mama DeLuca's Pizza in the subway on Lammy Lane, and we hope to see you soon.
Here at Parker Alexander, we obtain justice for those who've been injured due to the negligence of others. Whether that's in a car accident, a truck accident, wrongful death, we also make our community safer. We hold violators accountable.
All right, welcome back, everybody, as we're returning here to Tiger Talk, here live from Melvin's Restaurant. Got a nice crowd, and as we do each and every Wednesday night here on Tiger Talk. And you see to my left here are two senior Tigers. The far left is Devin Bell, a senior defensive back for the Tigers, and Frank Mansfield, a senior running back for Neville. And we got a nice little introduction from the crowd back there. Guys, welcome to Tiger Talk.
How you doing? Appreciate it. Thank you for having me.
Hey, all right. So, Frank, I'll start with you, man. It's been a big senior year for you.
Yeah.
Maybe
Absolutely.
kind of a breakout year. You got a couple of touchdowns in your back pocket. Talk about, that process, that path trying to get you here to this senior year. I mean, it's been one of those years you've had some really good running backs for the past few years.
Yeah.
And now being able to have some success on the football field and the varsity level.
Yeah, as I, came to this school, A.J. Allen was the, big name around the school. So I started following his lead and, just started watching how he was playing. He was so smooth, focused on that field. Nothing can stop him at all.
He definitely made it look easy,
yeah.
for a lot of it's not, as you well know. All right, Devin, same deal in the defensive backfield, playing. Knowing this is your senior year of football.
Right.
What are the things that kind of go through your mind? It's we're in playoffs. It could be over Friday night.
Right. Only thing really that goes through my mind really that it can be over quick, real soon. I know the team we playing like to pass a lot, run a lot, so it's really all on defense, DBs. Probably one of the hardest, most position on the field. So, you got to buckle down, be a man, and hold your head up and just play. And that's what we coming to do.
So, East Ascension coming in, big team. They like to run the football a little bit.
Right.
Their design is to keep the ball out of the offense's hands.
Right.
And that's up to y'all to get it back into the offense's hands. So, give me your preference. You like covering?
Oh, yes, sir. Oh, yeah. Most definitely. I love covering. I love cover three. Really and truly with my secondary, I know it's good. Henry Cagle, Marlon Edom. We got some Mo Robert Graves, Cam Riley, Alan Price. There's some young guns ready to go to war. D-line, Matthew Files, Brad. And, we got some more kids, Rudy Dozer.
Yep.
A lot of studs. So, it's best man wins competition.
It's definitely going to be a challenge Friday night, Frank.
Sir.
Offensively, we started. I was going through the defensive line. I think they've got a couple of 300-pounders in between the tackles. And some speed on the edge. So, a big deal. So, tough running, or you got confidence in your offensive line?
I got confidence in my offensive lineman. I would love to run the ball more outside because gets me up and going. Once I'm in the outside, I'm breaking it.
When you get outside, you feel good in one-on-one type situations.
It's just going.
You've had a couple of long runs. You broke a few big ones, and I see you extended.
Oh,
there
yes,
at the end of those,
Tioga game.
The Tioga game,
Yeah.
I did right there, and that was about a 70-yarder,
yes, sir.
Somewhere right around in there.
Yes, sir.
So what do you think of it? Like if you see that hole and you hit it, and you make that one guy miss or a couple of guys miss, and it's a race between you. Nobody's catching you, right?
Nobody's catching.
Nobody's catching.
Nobody's catching me. Nobody.
Devin, could Devin catch you?
Facts. Most definitely. Most definitely.
Well, sometimes it feels. You guys have been off. It feels for almost 3 weeks without playing another team and playing each other. As this kind of goes along, the last game we played was against Franklin Parish. Franklin Parish went out in the playoffs there, but what have y'all been doing? How do you keep yourselves focused without having another opponent really to prepare for?
Don't get me wrong, it's been tough for the past 2 to 3 weeks. We are very itching to get back on the field and play together and just come out with a big win, with a big win.
I mean, I know there's been some 1v1s. I mean, there's been a lot of inter-squad competition.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, sir.
Who's getting the best end of that deal?
Defense, really.
Offense. Offense.
D-line for sure.
Well, but I guess that sometimes can be good going into a game like this. As you know, the last few weeks that we've been playing, probably some of the best competition you guys have faced has been each other.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Right.
You know, and if hadn't been any blowouts on either side of the ball, you know,
right.
I mean, iron sharpens iron, what a lot of people say.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
So, all right. Devin, you know, getting from that defensive backfield, let's talk about maybe some goals for your future here. I mean, not only obviously here, we're focused on the playoffs here in East Ascension this Friday night, but future goals for you moving forward after football.
Right. After football, I'm going to be preparing for college. Mm-hmm. That's why I'm going out to high school, committing real soon. My dream is to play college ball, though, as a defensive back. And right now, I really haven't been worrying about college right now. You know, we're in playoffs, so it's like I'm worrying about what's going on right now. And right now it's East Central, so that's what I'm focused on. When football season is over, I have my plan, but it's all about now. Really.
I'm definitely looking forward to seeing how that plays out for you. I know you'll have success in that. Frank, what about you, man?
College. It's going so fast for us. It's going fast. As of right now, I want to look into Jackson State.
Really?
Yes, sir. They have a very good program out there. Coach Prime.
Coach Prime
is a very, very, very talented coach. Love how
got it going on over there in Jackson.
Love it over there. I want to take my talents out there. To show them what I can do and what I can perform on this field.
See if you can make it down there. That the HBCUs have really taken a turn. I believe with Deion Sanders, Coach Prime coming in there, it's really shined a bigger light on a lot of these HBCUs, trying to bring them back into the forefront. Right. They had a good game against Southern. They had college game day there. Yes, and he's really done his best to revive that Jackson State program into somebody. I mean, mowing down everybody in the SWAC, as well as other. I mean, he's taking on all challengers. I hope to see him stay at Jackson State. Because you start seeing that type of success, and some of the big programs will start coming out of him. But you listen to a lot of his speeches and things that nature. I mean, you see him everywhere. He's a positive guy. I mean, he's
motivation.
Positive.
Yes, sir.
And I'm glad to see what he's doing there. And that's not too far from here. It's a couple hours down the road. Well, okay. So let's talk about some of the other teammates right there. I mean, who you go up against a couple of the receivers from Neville. You see Bradley. You see Gibson.
Young stud.
Those guys. I mean, how do y'all rate our receiving corps?
I'm gonna give it. I'm gonna be Ford, Bradley. Young gun. Caught a few great passes though, man, at practice. It really humbled me a lot. It showed me that just because somebody younger, the position they in, it don't matter. It can happen to anybody. And as a DB, that's something we fear, is getting caught on. And I can say, he's one of the ones to be looking out for. Jaden Gibson, compete every day at practice, straight to it, about his business, and willing to compete. Yes, sir.
Well, you got to compete down there. I mean,
and Diggy as well. My bad. Diggy as well.
Oh yeah,
yes,
those guys can really go. The passing attack from Neville has really kind of turned around a little bit. Last year it was hard not to give the football to AJ all the time, and now it's a lot more balanced as it comes from the offensive side of the football. And frankly, when you're running back there, you're going against the ones. What's a couple of guys that you don't want to run into?
A lot. I have a lot. Matthew Falls-White.
Yeah.
He's just incredible on that defense side of the ball. Incredible. D'Angelo Woods, also Brody Wiley. You got Webb.
Yeah,
that's a big guy. That's a big guy.
That's a big guy.
That's a big guy. Then you got Rudy and Breland, and at the linebacker position. They push me.
Yeah.
They hit me hard. I have to take the hit. Because that's how it's gonna be in real game.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's been one of the tenets of Neville football coming over the years is that when you go into practice, and even if you're running, you go 1v1, it's as good as any competition you're going to face pretty much all year. But even when you go into the scout D, you've got the young guys that are trying to come up and make a name for themselves and get on the football field. You got to watch out for a couple of those cats as well.
Oh, yeah, 2025, that's going to be the class that, rebuild Neville for sure. 2025. It's some young
physical.
Studs.
They're very physical.
Yes, sir.
It's a bit, and they've got a lot of size too. That sophomore class, where we've got a lot of sophomores on the field, a couple of juniors, but it's those sophomores, and then y'all make up a solid senior class, and you put all those together, and you've seen the success. I've enjoyed watching you guys work from the start of the year, and to see y'all where you are now. We're looking forward to a good playoff run. So good luck Friday night. And great job on the interview.
Thank you.
It's over. It's like it just started, right? All right, everybody. Devin Bell, Frank Mansfield, we appreciate them stopping by here for us. When we come back, we will have Coach Tannehill rejoin us, and we'll talk a little bit more in depth about this Friday night's matchup versus East Ascension. Stay tuned.
Sleepy Hollow Furniture and the Falk family proudly support our Neville Tigers. Just like the wide variety of athletics and academics Neville excels in, Sleepy Hollow offers your premium mattresses and adjustable bases. Every kind of home furniture, and just in time for your favorite season, quality in-stock patio furniture ready for the big game. Come shop your Neville Tiger family at Sleepy Hollow Furniture.
Call David's Mobile Detail and Power Wash for all your detailing and power washing needs and soft washing capabilities too. They detail cars, trucks, ATVs, UTVs, boats, and even planes. They offer commercial and residential hot water power washing on nearly all surfaces, including concrete, wood, and stucco. Give them a call, 547-3233, or visit them online at davidsmobiledetail.com or stop by 2501 Washington Street in Monroe. David's Mobile Detail and Wash, proud supporter of Neville Tiger Football. Being a strong team means accomplishing great things by working together. Being a Neville Tiger means striving for excellence in all things. Origin Bank and Neville High School share a long history of making a difference in our community. Together with the Food Bank of Northeast Louisiana, we're able to provide meals to children, families, and seniors facing hunger in Northeast Louisiana. Origin Bank and Neville Tiger Football, always a winning combination. Origin Bank, member FDIC.
Hey Neville Tiger Nation, this season if you find yourself feeling a little under the weather, visit Go Family Health on North 18th Street. They cover flu shots, sports physicals, sick visits, annual visits, or if nothing is wrong, they can do your regular checkup. Go Family Health has a happy staff, clean office, and they can take care of all your family's health care needs.
This is Tiffany Terra with Go Family Health. We love our Neville Tigers, and we want to thank all of Neville Nation for always supporting Go Family Health.
Do you suffer from frequent back or neck pain? Were you in an accident and can't get rid of those constant aches? Maybe you're someone who deals with chronic migraines and tension headaches. It might be time to see how Martinez Chiropractic can help you. The goal of Martinez Chiropractic is to reduce or eliminate pain in just a few sessions using the latest in chiropractic technology. Don't suffer in pain another day. Call Martinez Chiropractic today at 318-654-4310 or see them in person, 1828 Tower Drive in Monroe.
Mama DeLuca's pizzas are custom made, fresh to order right in front of you. We offer 3 different sizes of pizzas, 9, 12, or 14. Mama DeLuca's pizza is prepared to your order. The pizza cooks in less than 3 minutes. We have 16 different toppings to choose from, 8 unique sauces to complete your pizza. In addition to pizzas, we offer to our customers boneless wings with your choice of a dipping sauce. Mama DeLuca's Pizza offers delicious garlic Parmesan breadstick, freshly made to order pasta bowls. We're Mama DeLuca's Pizza in the Subway on Lammy Lane, and we hope to see you soon.
Winning is synonymous with Neville High School and Williams Orthodontics. Where the Neville Nation strives to finish strong on the field, court, or diamond, Dr. Kevin Williams and his staff share the same passion to deliver outstanding smiles to all patients in North Louisiana and South Arkansas. If you or anyone in your family are needing an orthodontic consultation, call the friendly staff at Williams Orthodontics to schedule an appointment so you too can be on the road to a winning smile. Williams Orthodontics says, "Go Tigers."
Here at Parker Alexander, we obtain justice for those who've been injured due to the negligence of others. Whether that's in a car accident, a truck accident, wrongful death, we also make our community safer. We hold violators accountable.
And we're back here on the Neville Tiger Network and Sunday 98.3. Our final segment, we rejoined by Neville head football coach Jeff Tannehill. And coach, you know, talked to a couple of your seniors, you know.
Yeah.
Defensive, you know, Devin on the defensive backfield and Frank, that senior running back. It was good to see Frank, who's been a program
Yeah, 4 years.
4 years in
Done
the
an
program
excellent
and
job.
have some
Keeps
success
working hard
for you this year. So really,
had an outstanding district.
He definitely did.
Running the football, man. Had a great district.
He definitely did. All right, well, Coach, we're back at it. Friday night, 7 o'clock, Bill Ruppel Stadium. The East Ascension Spartans come to town, and this is a East Ascension squad, 6-5 on the year. We talked about it with Jace earlier. No slouches in that 6-5.
No, that's a fine district they're in. Some very good football teams. Their district schedule, I think there's 6 or 7 of them still playing in the playoffs.
Only 2 teams with losing records on that schedule. That's Ash is at 4-6, and that's a team they lost to, 40-28.
And
then
Ash also won first round of the playoffs.
Exactly, and Ash was a first round winner. Live Oak, I didn't make the playoffs there, but they're the 3-7. But as you run through here, everybody else on their schedule was in either the 5A or the 4A playoffs. De La Salle's undefeated as one of the top seeds and favorites in 4A.
Yeah.
And then Destrehan undefeated and one of the other favorites in the 5A bracket.
Yeah. Obviously, they played a great schedule. I try to explain to everybody that, you know, they're 5-5, but they're a good football team. You know, a lot of our fans see 5-5 and they go, ooh, another first, second round game, you know. But this is 5A football. It's a different animal than 4A football. Your first couple rounds can be monsters.
Yeah.
And speaking of that, they are big as some monsters. They've got their front 5 on both sides of the ball are as big as anybody we have. So, you know, they've got a freshman right tackle that's probably 6'8", 300 pounds, somewhere in there.
Yeah.
And then the rest of their lines, you know, they're a lot smaller than he is. Most of them are about 6'5", 6'4", you know, 300-something pounds. So
yeah, their smallest lineman taps out at 260. They got a couple of them.
Yeah.
And then
I don't believe that's the right size there.
They're saying that right tackle or their left tackle, Owen, he's 6'4", 260, and he looks bigger than that.
He does. He's a fine football player. A lot of recruiting action going on with him, but he is probably their best lineman of the bunch. He's a physical, athletic left tackle, and you know, he's a good player, along with the other 4 also. But he's a good one.
On that one, we mentioned Coach Lee's son, Jalen, the quarterback, but you know, if you look on tape at Walter Samuel, and you'll see this is some of the defensive highlights right here, that these guys are fast to the football. But offensively, you know, Walter Samuel, a commit to Tulane as well. But you see there's a lot of youth on their offense.
Oh, yeah.
There's
a lot of
juniors.
You know, if you start on the offensive side, you're looking at number 1. He plays running back. He plays a little slot, and he's the backup quarterback. Antoine Foster, you know, he's got 6'1", 190, but he looks more like 220 to me. He's a big kid, athletic as all get out. Then they got number 5, Brendan Thompson's the tight end. He's 6 foot 190. Then they have a wide receiver, Jackson Chason. He's about 6'2", 180. great hands.
Big targets.
And then number 9, the quarterback, Jalen Lee's a good player. He had a good night the other night against West Washita throwing the ball. And then you've got 19. It's a slot receiver. 13 is Xavier Jupiter's the other wide out.
Yeah.
Then 22, Walter Samuel. You already talked about him. He's a physical running back. And then left tackle, Owens. You know, they said his name the other night. Owens, I think it's Sonat. But
Sonye?
No.
Or Sonyat.
Sonyat, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway, he's a really good football player. And then the right tackle is just a freshman, Briston Martinez, 6'6", 315. He's a big fella.
Big young man.
Yeah, so and I'm going to tell you the kicker, Tanner Stagna, you know, he's a fine football player. He kicked 2 or 3 field goals.
That's Diego Ontiveros right there.
I'm sorry. That's
the
24.
kicker.
I don't have my glasses on tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, 88 Diego.
His brother was the kicker a couple of years ago as well. And he's
great. There he is right here.
He is right here if you're watching there.
He had 3 field goals the other night. Did a good job kicking off. Yeah, 40-plus yarder field goal the other night. So
also the punter as well.
Yeah. And there you go. You see number 22 right there, run football. Great open speed. And he's obviously avoiding tackles there.
Yeah, he definitely does well in the open field.
You know, and defensively.
There, let's talk about that defense. I know we've been watching a lot of defensive film on these guys.
Well, the guys you'll hear about is number 36, defensive tackle, and he also plays some ends. Sidney Joseph, he's 6 foot 275. I've heard he's an LSU commit, or they're looking closely at him. 23 is a defensive end. Joseph Hopney, I've got 6'3", 190, but you know, the West Washita people say he's 6'3", 220. So you know, these are just, you know, I don't know if they're correct.
He's one of his high school DN. That could probably play college linebacker for you.
And then 44, Anthony Coleman's a linebacker. He's 6'3", 225. He's being recruited by ULL. So they got some really good players on defense, but you know. And it reminds me of our defense quite a bit. A lot of speed out there. You know, they've probably got a little more size than we do on the defense, but they've got a really fine athletic defense.
Yeah, and you just saw there, if you're watching on the network, Coach Lee and you know, Coach Lee was on that team
1991
team. That lost to the Tigers in the semifinals, and he mentioned that in some of his post-game interviews, and it's going to be a great contest here at home, and we can't say enough. East Ascension was looking for buses. They travel well. I mean, it was you were at that game.
They have a good crowd.
They have a good crowd. They travel well. The Tigers, the home side stands need to be the same. This isn't your typical second-round matchup for the Tigers, and these boys playing on the football field definitely need your support in person.
Yeah,
at Bill Ruppel Stadium.
We're making some noise.
That's right.
Yeah, I've heard that a lot of their fans are coming up Thursday, so you know it's going to be a happening at Bill Ruppel, and needs your support, needs you out there, and definitely get it going there with that great atmosphere we have at home.
You know, talk a little bit about what you guys have been working on. You know, this week in practice, finally having an opponent to focus on, and what's kind of changed of what you've been doing over the past couple of weeks?
Well, we just concentrated more on trying to stop East Ascension's offense, you know, with those 2 big running backs, and quarterback throws the ball well, and then had a huge offensive line. So, you know, that's defensively, that's what we've really worked on this week. You know, offensively, we got to figure out a way to block those big guys up front. And then, you know, in the secondary, they're so athletic in the secondary, we've got to, you know, try to figure out ways to get our guys in the open space and you know, running the football. You know, Jalen Nichols is back 100%. And so, you know, we got to find a way to get him the ball, you know, play and run the ball inside like we've been doing all year. So, you know, those are the little things that we've got to do to win a football game Friday night. You know, and as far as, you know, kicking game, you know, we've got a great kicker in Chandler Pettis, and they've got a good kicker.
Yep.
And so, you know, kicking game's probably about even, and you know, it's going to be a
solid
good game to watch.
Solid special teams and hold on to the football. It's always
holding the football.
Always a winning combination. Hey, real quick before we run out of time, I know we had some Tigers that had a few honors right
yes,
there.
Sir.
They're going to be our Origin Bank Players of the Week, as you see Brooks Anzalone, your senior quarterback, and Chandler Pettis, your senior specialist, kicker and punter right there. And you can go vote for them down there at the link. We posted the link on our Facebook page as well as our Twitter handle as well. So go vote for them because they have a chance to win some scholarship money.
Yes, sir.
I'm thankful for the Marine Corps.
Yes, sir. Two fine young men right there, and it's unlimited voting, I believe. So get out there and make sure you get out and vote for those guys.
Vote once, vote a couple of times. But congratulations to those two as well. All right, Coach. Well, look, once again, tickets will be available 3 to 6 tomorrow at the ticket booth. Come get them. All you see is the ticket holders. The ladies and Mr. Jim will be in there. So come out and get them if you hadn't already.
I want to say a little, Mr. Hart's having surgery tomorrow on his eye, so we want to say a little prayer for him. Mr. Creighton's in the hospital. We want to say a little prayer for him and, keep those loyal Tigers, in your prayers, and maybe they can get out and watch the ball game.
Well, definitely so. Hopefully we'll see them Friday night. So, folks, everybody that's come out here tonight at Melvin's, we thank you for joining us. Thank Melvyn and Diane McCoy and Annie and the rest of the staff here for putting up with us every Wednesday night. Hopefully you'll be putting up with us for one more Wednesday night, starting with a Tiger victory here on Friday night. So, folks, thanks for watching and thanks for tuning in there on Sunday 98.3. Justin back in the Sunday 98.3 studios. Thanks for doing that. Will Anders, thanks for everything you do for Coach Tannehill. I'm Stewart Shelby. Going to say good night. And we'll see you Friday night when the Tigers take on the East Ascension Spartans.